I said to my mom, "Hey, mom, I want to be a chef, right, or an actor." And my mom said, "Hey, Teddy, you're gonna be starving as an actor." I said, "Well, then as a chef, probably not, right?"
It also goes to show, I mean, location is important, but it's not super important if your food is good and people start talking about your restaurant. Yeah.
3 things people need to try when they come to Lima.
I want to hear what you have to say, because you just look at it, you eat like, what the fuck?
It's really, really good. Is it that bad?
Have you ever kicked anybody out of your restaurant?
You can be my customer and you can pay whatever amount of dollar you want, but if you start messing with my team,
You're out.
Yeah, my team is my family. Call the owner. We need to fire this lady. She's saying that. I said, ma'am, if you want to do your shady things, don't do it in a restaurant. Then do it somewhere
100%.
else. Came down and said, okay, you want to be a chef? I said, yeah. Okay, sign your contract.
Came down with a contract to you, and if you fuck it up, you're gonna have to pay me money. Hey, yo, what's up?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
It's so loud. Like, the way you came out.
Why would you not be loud?
You're fucking extra, but okay.
Energy.
That's all good. Guys, welcome back to No Filter in Paradise, a show about anything and everything between two friends. One is straight and the other is mega.
Super fucking duper gay, baby, and loud. Let's add to that. Yes.
There's a lot of echo in here today.
Her.
I gotta add some foam.
Woo-doo.
Maybe I can go to Lima and steal their panels.
Oh, maybe.
I saw they have great panels. I should have ripped them off them.
They have great things in general. So.
Guys, today we have a guest. You already saw it on the thumbnail. All right, I have to introduce this guy, but I still will. This guy is the owner and the creation, I guess, chef. Yes. I could say.
Yeah.
Cool.
Of course.
Of one of my favorite restaurants on the island, which is Lima and Azar. If you haven't been, do yourself a fucking favor and go.
Ooh, clock that tea.
No, I told you this already. Not because he's sitting here, but when I went the first time, I was like, at Azar specifically, I always go the first week to try out new restaurants. Like, all right, because they always fuck up in the first few weeks. And then, because it's not perfected yet. So you have to, get into the role. First time there, no mistakes. At least from what I got. Food was great. Everything was good. Service was great. And we just kept going back and back and back. So... Well, anyways, we got Teddy today here. Teddy, welcome to the show. Welcome.
Well, thank you for the invitation.
No, we had to. I told Sally, can you please text Teddy? I need him on the show.
I'm very happy to have time for you guys here and talk about restaurants, life, and Aruba.
How you got into the restaurant? We're going to talk about a lot of things. We're going to talk about how did you get involved with the restaurant business? What inspired you to get into the restaurant business? Cool. How hard is it to run a business, restaurant specifically on Aruba?
Yeah.
What are some do's and don'ts? Like, how do you feel about, because Aruba's very small, like everybody is super professional. How do you feel like people come into your restaurant and try to steal your people?
Oh, my God.
Also, like, your location.
Your location.
You didn't have a very easy, most lucrative location to be like, oh, okay, let's go there. So before we get into it, Teddy, real quick, for the people who don't know who you are, give a little bit of a brief explanation of who you are.
Well, I'm Teddy Bouroncle. I'm Peruvian, living on island for around 10 years already. Oh, nice. I came for 2. And
that's like a trend. Everybody I'm only coming for a few. I've been here for vacation for 6 months, and now it's been 5 years.
Yeah, well, that was. I used to work for a hotel company, and they always tell you, if you want to grow in the company, you should work 2 years and then move on, right? And that was the plan, actually, in the beginning, right? Come in for 2 years and then do my next move into the corporate world of hotels. But then a lot of things happens in this time, and we talk with my wife, and we say, something is calling to stay here, and we stay 10 years already so far.
Damn.
And 3 years with Lima Bistro, 2 years with Azar, and 1 year with Ever Restaurant.
Oh, Azar is already 2 years?
Yes.
Damn, time flies, man.
Time flies, yes.
So how did your wife feel about, like, hey, let's stay here? Like,
I mean, she loved it. No?
I mean, it's the beaches right there.
Yeah, our kids came. We have 4 kids, right?
Wow.
2 actually. One born here, but 2 came. The first 2 came when was 1 10, and the other one was I think 3 years old. So they grow up here.
Yeah,
it's a super safe island. Kids can play around. You just left the door open at your house.
Welcome to Aruba.
Nobody, nobody cares.
But in my country, sometimes it's pretty hard to do that.
Like, oh, look at that. Are those kids? Yeah, let's pick them up.
You let the door open and probably you will not see your TV anymore, right?
Damn. I just bought a new TV, so I don't want to lose that shit.
So, yeah, I mean, pretty close to Peru, too. I mean, it's 3 hours flight or 4 hours flight.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I know. And now with
I've never been to Peru.
You should guys go. First, food is amazing. You're going to enjoy the product. But the city is a big city, right? Lima is a 12 million people city.
Jesus Christ. I didn't know it was that big.
Yeah, it's huge. And, you have all the Machu Picchu thing. And it's
tourist attraction.
Yeah.
Have you ever been there, Machu Picchu?
Yeah, I used to live 2 hours away from there.
Damn. You just take a car. Is it easy to get to?
Well, actually, you can reach only by train.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
I've never been, so I wouldn't know,
Yeah, you can reach only by train or motorcycle.
That's kind of nice. You kind of like limit how many people can actually go there at a time, Because if it was like if you had a car, everybody goes at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like Jeeps everywhere,
Yeah, I think they limit the thing to around 2,000 or 3,000 people a day, no more than that. So
that's still a lot. Like
that's still a lot, but it's huge. Machu Picchu
it's a big place. Yeah, so.
It's huge.
How much are you gonna pay to get there? Like,
I think train could be around $300 both ways.
Oh damn! Like, do you stay the day there or something? Like,
well, you can
hotel.
Stay,
you
can stay in a hotel close by for sure.
Okay.
There's a like small town down the mountain. But no, in Machu Picchu there is one hotel that probably
cost a fortune.
Yeah, I would not be able to pay.
How much for a night? $5,000.
Yeah, probably a night. But you wake up seeing Machu Picchu at 6 a.m.
Nah.
The llamas right
that's
next
some
to
rich people money. I don't have that. Like, nah.
But it's a very nice experience, and it's not only Machu Picchu in Cusco. It's a lot of things around that are very, like, I don't know, hard to explain. Like how these people did that.
Yeah. Do you think Machu Picchu is overrated? You think it's an overrated place to go? No?
No, man. I've been there 6 times.
Okay, never mind.
And 6 times, every time I cross the door of Machu Picchu, I get impressed.
I'm like, what the like?
Yeah, man.
Sometimes I wonder myself, how do like the pyramids? How the fuck did they build that so many years ago?
It's the same. And actually, like the mountain with Machu Picchu has been built, the rocks are like, I don't know how many miles away. So the rocks are huge. You say, man, I mean, this...
Like, who carried this?
Sometimes we take too long to build a bridge, right? And,
my house is being built already for like a few months. It's still not done. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, man. So I think it's something that probably to visit once in your life.
I'm putting it on my list for sure. I mean, it's already on my list. I want to go over to Peru because I know the culinary thing.
Scene,
the culinary scene is really big in Peru. So that's the one reason why I want to go.
Known for food.
Yeah.
So how did you get involved in the culinary space? I mean, you're from Peru.
Man, it will sound pretty like a cliche, but actually, my grandparents used to cook a lot. My grandma, for my father's side, used to be like an excellent cook for us, at home on Sundays. Pasta or comida from Arequipa is a department from Peru. And my grandfather, for my mom's side, also he used to cook for all the grandchilds, and we go around the table.
Knows how to cook.
And he used to do lomo saltado for us, right? But he was vegetarian.
Wait, I don't know what that is.
You ate it, man.
Yeah, you had it. We had it.
Wait, what is it called?
Lomo saltado. It's a tenderloin, salted tenderloin.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
But he was vegetarian, so he used to remove the meat for him, and he...
Eat the sauce.
Eat the sauce, the potatoes, the tomatoes, and the rice and everything.
I'm getting hungry right now.
And cook for all of us, man. So that was like the first... things that I see around the kitchen. And then when I was 16 years old, right, I said to my mom, "Hey, Mom, I want to be a chef, right? Or an actor."
Damn, which one am I going to be? I can pretend to be an actor.
Big-ass contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Why acting? What got you?
When I was at school, that was my best.
What, you were Shangla Van Dan, all these guys?
No, man. I like theater a lot.
Yeah.
That was my preferred material. Right?
Yeah,
so, I love that.
Yeah, I love it. So, my mom used to work for the government for 18 years. My dad 35 years in the same
line of work.
Yeah, and in the Central Bank of Peru, my mom in the tax department for 18 years, and my dad for 35. So they were like shocked, right? I mean, and I was not great at school. I will say the truth, but I finished my school clean, right? I never repeat the grade. So my mom said, "Hey, Teddy, you're gonna be starving as an actor." I said, well, then as a chef, probably not, right?
That's actually like, I can cook, you know?
Yeah. I can cook. At least I can cook my food, right? So my mom says, you know what? If you find a culinary school, 1996 in Peru, that was like... Impossible. I will pay your career.
Yeah.
But for now, because you don't have nothing in mind, start studying hospitality in a...
it's kind of in the same area too. So
yeah. So and then after you finish your hospitality thing, then you can go to the culinary world. So I started in school. I really hate hospitality classes and everything. And I was always talking to one of my teachers, and I was very young, right? And he said, hey, you know what? The teacher said to me, there's going to open a small culinary school here in Miraflores, in Lima. I said, okay, cool. So I went one day. The place they were building the place, right? And I knocked the door. Hey, guys, this is going to be a culinary school. They say, yeah, I mean, it will be soon, but it's not ready yet.
Yeah.
You guys have open spaces. I think we do. So I went back home and said, Mom, I found the school. And my mom,
Damn, you're this close.
Why?
yeah.
How much is it?
How soon into you going to...
Man, it was... I started the hospitality in January, and by March, I had the school.
Oh, gosh.
So I didn't have time to really be,
Sorry, guys, I'm dropping out. I'm going to the next one.
So then my mom was pissed, right? And she went up. We were having, I think, lunch, like late lunch with my parents, and she came down right away with a letter. Right, we have computer in that time. One of the first computer, I guess, in 1996, or it was like super expensive computers. Right?
Yeah.
And she brought a paper, right? It says, "In this document is my first contract that I'm in 100% in my mind, and I'm choosing to be a cook."
Oh,
she
shit.
came down with a contract to you, like. Yeah. And if you fuck it up, you're gonna have to pay me back all this money.
Yeah.
Damn.
Parents, that's how you do it.
Honestly, yes. You set the responsibility from the beginning.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
It was quick. So I mean, because she was in the
She's in that life.
Yeah, she read the contract super fast. Then she came down and said, "Okay, you want to be a chef?" I said, "Yeah, okay, sign your contract." So the contract says that if I stop the school, they will not pay for anything else.
Oh, right? Shit. You get cut off.
I'm on my own thing. So she said, okay, if you want to become a chef, then sign here. And me and your dad will do the effort to pay your career. But if you drop off of that career, we'll not pay anything else for you.
Like, go figure out life on your own.
Yeah. So I say, okay, cool. I signed my first contract when I was almost 17 years old.
But that's kind of like dope. Like, if that already instills like responsibility, like, oh my God, I have signed this contract.
I have to do it, man.
And you're kind of giving like indecisive, because now you're telling me that we just made an agreement. You're going to finish hospitality, and now you're dropping out because now you're going to. So I can't take your word anymore. So sign the contract.
Yeah. And that's
your
how
words.
And that's how I started, right? Actually, I became pretty good at the culinary school, because sometimes when you're in school, there are a few things that you say, I mean, what am I going to use this for in life?
Yeah,
But when I started the culinary school, I really love it. And
you finished it?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, good.
And
look at the contract, like
with honors, honors.
Nice.
And actually, during the graduation, my mom has a contract in her purse, and she brought the contract.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
And what was the school itself like? Because I mean, it was just opening. It was going to be the first one. So like, what was that like? That experience?
I mean, it was great. this school has already experienced because they were like a part of a hospitality school.
Okay.
It's kind of like an APE.
Like APE, yeah.
Yeah, APE is here. Like it's a hospitality school with culinary inside.
And they decided to split the culinary to make one culinary school.
Yeah.
There was only dedicated culinary. Of course, you do not only cooking, right? But you also do economics. You also do biology. You do a lot of things, right? So it was pretty good, actually. Now it's a cordon bleu school.
Oh, shit.
It's a what?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a cordon bleu. It's
I don't know what that is.
Well, it's one of the most
respected.
Yeah.
It's
Culinary
probably the
schools?
first culinary school in the world in France, and then they have some locations around the world. And one of those locations is the school where I used.
It's kind of like
when I started. Yeah.
It's kind of like when you say like Michelin star.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at that time it wasn't cordon bleu. Right? But actually, the teachers,
You are the OGs. You're like,
Yeah.
you're like,
You helped make it that.
it's because of me. It's there. All right, you're welcome.
But actually, my teacher was a French guy, and there were only two teachers, one French and one Swiss guy. So,
Not even a Peruvian guy working in there.
No.
Damn.
No, by that time, yeah. I mean, Peru was just waking up on the culinary scene. In that time, we were in diapers, compared to where we are right now.
Yeah. So now, from that point on, you got into the corporate world, which is, I think you mentioned you worked for Marriott.
I worked for Marriott, yes, for 11 years.
Yeah, and then
Peru and here.
So you started in Peru, and then you got asked to go. Hey, you want to go to Aruba for a little bit, and then you.
Yeah, well, I used to work in a lot of places, and I when you just start, my first job was as a steward, as a dishwasher in a Japanese restaurant. That's why we were talking about Japanese food.
Yeah.
In Singapore?
No. That was in Peru.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So actually...
No way.
Yeah. So actually I was making like $130 a month, right?
What?
That was the salary. And I was,
A month?
Yeah, man. Crazy.
It's in... Could you?
So actually,
but back then, could you survive on that?
Like I was living with my parents, right?
Yeah. And like, what did you do? Like, you spend it on Pokemon cards.
Well, actually, it was also. Can you imagine? Man, too many years ago, right? 1996.
Yeah.
Almost.
It's a lot. That's a lot of money still, yeah.
Almost 30 years ago, right? So.
Damn, it just made me feel old.
But you know what happened? I in that time, you start looking for jobs in the newspapers, right?
Yeah.
So I was looking for a job, and I found this Japanese restaurant that was probably one of the most respected restaurants in Peru, because this guy was a real Japanese guy, right? So I arrived for the interview. The guy said, "Okay, you got a job." I said, "Okay, cool. You come on Monday." So I arrived on Monday, and then I start listening to people screaming, "Get out of here! I don't want to see you anymore. You're the worst." No. And then a guy walking out of the restaurant, going outside.
And that's your first day, like.
That was my first day, right? And the Japanese guy was screaming like
everybody.
Yeah, but it was rough, man. I was scared, right? I was 19 years old, right? And I said, "Yeah, I come for the position that was
dishwasher."
Yeah, and the guy said, "No, today you're gonna be the boss of the kitchen. You're replacing my chef." And I said,
"What the fuck,
man? I don't know nothing about Japanese food." But the thing is that this chef, was drinking for 3 days straight.
Oh shit!
But he was his chef de cuisine for 25 years, right? But he was hasta acá.
Yeah.
So I got there, and all the crew saw a 19-year-old guy. "You're gonna be the chef tonight? Well, you will figure it out." I said, "Man, no." Really, I came for the stewarding position.
I'm just a dishwasher.
I was just supposed to wash dishes.
No. The boss says you're gonna be the chef. I said, "No, man. I don't know how to cook Japanese food.
I can do instant ramen in the microwave." Like,
This is my first job. I mean, I just got out of school, and they were like super pissed at me. They thought they fired a guy because I arrived. Yes.
Yeah.
I said, "No, man. I came last Friday. I applied for the stewarding position. This is what I'm gonna do tonight." Man, and the guys understand.
Yeah.
And say, "Okay, don't worry, and
we'll help you."
Yeah, we'll help you. So I started in the stewarding position, washing breeches and these big boats, and I start climbing positions there. Yeah. So after like 2 weeks, they allowed me to serve soup.
Okay. There you go. I am a soup connoisseur.
Here you go. Yeah, man. That was my only
job. Literally scoop soup. Here you go.
And washing all the dishes. Right? Yeah. And that time, no dishwashing machine, nothing. Everything by hand.
Jesus.
So in one moment, I was like, oh man, my mom spent so much money on my career, and I'm washing dishes. I'm gonna be in troubles, man. But then things happen. You move to a next level.
You go
next level, and you up.
But those are the best, though, because once you learn everybody's job, you value everybody's job as well.
Yeah, and I think what I see right now in the new generations of kids going out of school. I think in my time, that was your first position. You go out of school. You go to the bottom.
Start at the bottom,
right?
Yeah.
And then you really value it.
You value everything, and you're not going to tell somebody like, "Why didn't you do this job this way?"
Exactly.
And because then you've had that experience. You know, it ain't that easy.
Yeah.
Okay, you got to scrub, you got to wash everything.
You appreciate so whenever you go climb the ladder, whoever takes your position, like you understand, like, bro, don't worry, I get it. Like, just make sure that's clean, that's good, but like, just get it done. But I understand that you're struggling.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I think at this time of the year, the kids go out of school and they think they are Gordon Ramsay, right?
I saw this one YouTube video, and I can make the best burgers.
TikTok taught me this. You don't know nothing, sir.
So, but yeah, it was a nice learning experience. Then I went to the States. I worked there for a couple of years. I came back to Peru. I used to live close to Cusco, to Machu Picchu.
Okay, yeah.
With a Peruvian company for years. 5 years I worked as a corporate chef for them. I started running one...
in Peru.
In Peru.
Okay.
But it was not Marriott. The name was Casandina. I was running one hotel first in the beginning. And then I ended up running 17 hotels. I was a corporate chef. Pretty young, actually, for the time. I was in my 20s. When I was 29... man, it was a lot of work, traveling a lot around Peru. And one day I was in my computer and I said to my wife, you know what? I'm going to quit.
Just like that?
Yeah. And she's
like, hold up, sign this contract.
She said, why? I said, no, I'm not doing what I really love to do, right? I was, in the beginning, cooking with all my teams in every restaurant around Peru. At the end, when I was a corporate chef, I was just in my computer sending messages, and
you're not in the kitchen cooking.
I was not in the field anymore.
Yeah. I was not in the field anymore, and I was, more numeric. Even though I like numbers, it was too much for me, right? So I said, why wouldn't I go to Singapore? My parents-in-law were just moved to Singapore, and I said, I'm gonna send a message to one of the chefs in Singapore. I used to work. Do
you know this chef, or is just like, hey, my name is whatever. I would like to work there.
Yeah, I when I was working for Casandina, I went to work at Arsac in San Sebastian. It's a 3 Michelin star restaurant in San Sebastian.
Jesus.
And I worked there for a couple of months as a stagiaire. And then I said, you know what? We have some savings. My parents-in-law lives there. We have a house to get there.
Yeah.
So I went to my boss and said, man, I'm quitting today. He said, man,
what the fuck?
You need more money. I said, no, it's not about money, man. It's about, satisfaction and what to do. So when I went back to my office, I received the email from this restaurant called Les Amis. Les Amis is now I think it's a 3 Michelin star in Singapore. That time, the Michelin Guide was not in Singapore, but was one of the top restaurants around there. 50 best of Asia.
Now you're lucky enough to be in such a good positions to work in these restaurants, because that gives you experience and a different outlook in life. I didn't know you can make, I don't know, fucking dim sum like that. That's a crazy way to make it,
Yeah, and I think it's an investment, right? So I said to him, we have some savings, let's do it.
How old were you at this time?
29.
Okay.
But one kid,
well, at this point, people are like, no, we need to settle down. At this age, at least at 29, you start settling down. We need to find a house. Get a steady job. This just shows fuck it. This is what I want to do, and I'm just gonna go for it.
Yeah, and we took the risk, right?
Yeah.
And
your partner agreed, like, okay, let's go.
yeah, she said, let's go. And then we figure out what we do.
Yeah.
Right? I said,
She's a writer.
Yeah, she is. Like, I mean, did she have a job at the time, or yeah?
No,
it's easier for her to move that way. You know what I mean?
Course,
It's like,
of course. Well, she was a real estate. She used to sell houses and things. So
yeah,
it was pretty. Yeah, it was by herself, right? So
of course.
Then we agreed. We went to Singapore. We took my kid out of school. We went to Singapore.
Hey, pack your bags. Well, where we're going? Yeah, we're leaving the country. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like,
man.
what are my friends? You'll make new ones.
Yeah, and it was a fun experience. I worked in this place for almost, I think 5 months or so. We lived there in Singapore almost 6 months, and I learned a lot. And actually, a week before we were leaving Lima, a friend of mine called me, "Hey, Teddy, I heard you live in Casandina. Why?" I said, "Yeah, do you have another job?" I said, "No." "Do you want to work with at a Marriott in Lima?" I said, "Well, that's not my plan, but let me hear your offers."
Offer, of course.
So I went to Marriott. We talked. I liked the idea. So they hired me.
Wait, sorry.
And I said,
"This is before you're going to Singapore?"
Yeah, man.
I'm like, wait, did I skip a part? Did I not pay attention? Like, wait.
So it's like, wait, hold on.
Wait, are you still going to Singapore?
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I said to the guys, "Listen, my plan is already set. I already spent a lot of money on my tickets. I already have in contact with the chef and the restaurant. If you wait for me, I will come back."
Yeah. Oh, nice.
And they say, "Okay, sign your contract, and we wait for you."
That's nice because now you can go.
Guarantee job.
Yeah, but now you can go to Singapore like I'm gonna go for 6 months. If it doesn't work out, I have a job.
Backup, right?
Yeah.
So actually, I went to Singapore. I got an offer in Singapore too.
Shit.
It was a good offer for a nice hotel. But I said to my wife, I already commit myself to go back. And we came back to Peru, and I started working for Marriott there at Lima. JW Marriott Lima is a beautiful property.
JW, nice.
One of the top performance property in the region. And I worked there for a couple of years. Then I opened the JW Marriott Cusco in a beautiful monastery from the 16th century.
Jesus.
Beautiful hotel, super small, 53 seats restaurant. Also, opening a hotel is a very good thing on your
resume.
Yeah. Right? And then 5 years later, the position opened here at Aruba Marriott, right? And they offered me the position, and I came over, right? And I was in the plane, remember? It's 153 rooms. I'm coming to a 1,600 rooms hotel, right? One restaurant, 13 restaurants here.
Get ready.
20 people under me, 200 people under me now. And I was a little bit nervous, right? But yeah, it was my time, man. I came over when I was 34 in 2014. And after that, 10 years passed and we're here.
Damn. So then what dragged you to Aruba, made you come to Aruba?
Man, this property also is one of the top performers in the world, I think.
The Marriott here?
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, it's always packed too, so...
Yeah.
Always busy.
So Aruba Marriott is a top performing company, a hotel, and it's also very important for a resume.
Yeah.
Right. So I consider a challenge, and when I came first to overlook the operation to see how it is to work in the Caribbean, and it was tough, right? Because
everything's imported, and
yeah.
You're not always guaranteed the same ingredient.
Even though it's like a huge performer, you need to be really aware of your expenses and everything. Yeah. So I think I was very into like the culinary world, but I didn't see that economics that you see like a really macro when you work in this hotel, right? So I think it's an experience to work.
It's a good thing you had the background in the job that you already hated with all the numbers.
Yes.
That helped.
Yeah, of course. Aruba Marriott is a good option for anyone around the world.
To like apply for.
Yeah.
Like at least because I've never worked in the Marriott, but everybody who I spoke to that has worked or is still working, they all say the same thing. It's like you learn so much going through the Marriott. Like you learn different kind of stuff.
Marriott International is a great brand.
Yeah. Also, you can write a book if you work in this property.
Yeah, 100%. It's also mayhem as fuck. Like you'll go crazy.
I've never worked in a hotel.
Yeah,
before.
no, it's a different ball game.
Yeah.
Like a lot of shit goes down. But it's a lot. But it's a great. You learn so much. You learn so much about LSOPs. You learn so much about structure. You understand certain things, especially when you leave.
Yeah.
You value a lot more things. You're like,
I understand.
Now I get it.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you become a dad. Like, you get mad at your dad. Like, why you gotta do this? And then when you're a dad, you're like,
now
I get it. Like,
that was the reason.
Like, only took me 25 years to understand that. Like, hey, Dad, I'm sorry. I've been waiting so long for this apology. So then let's fast forward a little bit up to opening your first restaurant. So you worked for Marriott for how long?
11 years.
And after 11 years, what happened that made you decide to leave and start your own thing?
Pandemic hits, right?
Everybody got affected.
And it was a tough season I was an expat working for Marriott. So, we were far from our families, right? And that makes you think a lot also, right? So during pandemic, it was the first Father's Day I spent at home, actually.
After how many years?
Probably 11 years, right?
Jesus.
Because, more than that, because I remember when I used to work in Peru. Also Father's Day.
So let's say 20 years, first time.
Probably, you need to be...
Those are big days.
Or at least I wake up with my kids around because, sometimes you need to wake up super early, go to the breakfast.
It's brunch. It's this, it's that.
You know, and then, of course, you reach home probably late, around 3 or 4 p.m., but, everything already happens, right? Sometimes your family goes to the hotels and enjoy the time with you, but it's not the same.
It's not the same. You spend quality time. Hey,
it's like,
I gotta go. Yeah.
Chef, we need this.
The eggs are burning. I'm like, oh, shit.
So during pandemic, I used to cook a lot for my family. Like I said, we talked already.
The wife's like, yes, like, finally.
Yeah. And I used to do nice breakfast, bread, ramen soup for breakfast. I remember one weekend I did ramen soup. They were all sleeping and they wake up like, what smell like pork? I said, I'm fucking cooking a ramen soup for you guys.
It's 3 a.m. Leave me alone.
I'm cooking ramen soup for you guys. Oh, yeah, really? Man, they all eat the ramen soup.
Crazy.
So that was my first Father's Day at home, and my kids show up with a letter that says 21 reasons why my dad should open a restaurant.
Damn.
Right?
That like shit, like emotion, like
right on the heart.
Now I have to do it. Like,
said,
and sign here, Dad.
Yeah. Your family is good with the contract.
Yeah.
Guilt tripping up with paper, like that's
and
it.
Actually, I said, where you guys been the last 10 years, right? It should be.
We're just waiting for you to gain some experience.
Yeah,
gain some experience.
That's I think what they were waiting for. So I started reading this paper that has 21 reasons why I should become a restaurant owner, and I said, "Fuck, they're right, man."
Yeah.
Out
of the 21 reasons, what was like? That's like.
Well, they're very personal things.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think they all make sense.
Yeah.
Right. They all make sense.
Everything
for me
links.
to make that choice, right?
Yeah.
And before pandemic, I was talking to a really good friend, Alberto Perret. And we were always teasing each other. And I said, man, borrow me money to open a restaurant, man. He said, no, que te voy a prestar plata. Si no sabes cocinar. Alberto.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Alberto is a character. So why are you going to borrow you money, man? You're going to lose that money. You don't know how to cook, I said.
You don't know how to cook.
Man, okay. I love your
humor. Yeah.
Yeah. So... And he said, we can do it at probably, I don't know, let's talk in the future, right? And one day we sit down, we say, let's do it. I have this for you. I said, okay, I'm going to make it happen with this amount of money.
Yeah.
And I start building I'm paying back the money, right? Of course.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's better to have a loan from a friend than have it from a bank, because a bank is like
for sure. Well,
like lower. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, your friend is your friend, but it's also like they'll give you like a better interest rate.
I think it was a huge risk, right, for both
both
parties.
because I was pretty happy at Marriott, good salary, good benefits. You know, probably if I would not stay here, I'm gonna move to another country.
Yeah.
He trusts you, though. That's
He
one thing
trusts,
for sure you can say, because
he make a big trust.
you don't do that for people. You just don't do it for people.
Plus, opening a restaurant is not cheap, so I'm pretty sure the loan must have been like, okay, I'm gonna give you this much.
I love you, man.
You better love him. He fucking loves you, Alberto. Like, damn.
Keep giving him more money to open more restaurants.
Yeah.
I need you to open like an Asian one now, since you make these ramen soups.
We will soon. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I mean, and you know, where to find the location, right? And
it's a crazy.
They were building Harbor House. The group of Alberto Perez was building Harbor House. He said, "Hey, you know, I have a lot of spaces down here. What do you think if you do the restaurant here?" I said, "Yeah, man, and let me see the place, because I never." Living here for 6 years already, I never stopped by that place.
Yeah,
same.
I always saw that building dying.
Yeah.
Same
it was
here.
like all concrete. Now for development, like all right, now the project is in standstill.
It was a white elephant.
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
right?
Never walked in the back there.
Yeah, never. I thought it was going to lose kidney. Then, he said, "Okay, let's meet over here, and we're gonna walk the harbor and see." And the harbor in that time was completely a mess, right?
Yeah.
And when I started walking, I started smelling the ocean, right? And it's pretty hard to smell the ocean here in Aruba, or only if you go to the back of the island, because you have the breeze,
salt and the breeze. Yeah.
But in here in the front, you don't smell.
You don't smell it unless you're back here walking by the pier and everything.
Yeah. So I said, man, this reminds me like Lima, because Lima smells like ocean when you are walking in Miraflores or San Isidro. Smell like ocean. Actually,
I want to go.
Yeah,
I'm like picture me and Tori walking like, oh, look at that restaurant.
Yeah. So this smell like Lima, man. And then I choose a location. I said, this is it. This is gonna be Lima Bistro. We decided the name of Lima Bistro because of Lima City, my hometown.
Yeah.
And it brings a lot of me into the restaurant.
You know, at first I didn't know it was that. Like Lima, oh, that's the guy. Just nice word. I didn't put one and one together. When it's like, it's a Peruvian restaurant. I'm like, oh, now it makes sense, you know?
Yeah, we are Peruvian influence, right? Because like I always say, I have a lot of people working with me that has other
ethnicities and all that stuff.
And histories too. Yeah. So they also bring new things to the table, right?
Fusion.
Fusion. Yeah. So we don't consider ourselves like a truly 100 authentic Peruvian, right? But we try to use Peruvian products and Peruvian techniques and some dishes that are pretty Peruvian, right? Yeah. That are part of our menu, right?
Which makes the experience, you know? So it works out perfectly.
Yeah, of course. And I think there are other restaurants that do a nice job here in Aruba with traditional Peruvian food that they have their own clientele. And
100%.
Yeah.
Well, let's go. I want to go keep talking about the location. So how did you decide on the location? So you, obviously the smell of the ocean and everything.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of you guys have been to Lima, but for those who have, you make that turn and you just look down this long walkway.
Dark.
Yeah, any American over there, I'm like, I'm gonna get stabbed. Like, fuck this. I'm not cancel the reservation.
Never mind.
This is not the place. Or I see people here in the front. It's like walking around. Like, excuse me. I'm like, my mind goes like they're probably looking for Lima. Like, excuse me, are you looking for something? Oh, where's Lima? Like, oh, go around the corner and on the dark pier, just walk down the street. And sometimes I would walk and I'm like, it's so dark, you don't see anything. And then you get to the end, it's a restaurant packed with people,
jam packed,
which is fucking crazy. Like, it also goes to show. I mean, location is important, but it's not super important if your food is good and people start talking about your restaurant. You know? Yes. So definitely, I think it's super crazy how you have literally so many options and like, no, this last one in the corner, that's the one I'm taking. Yeah.
Well, we're blessed. We work hard. The team always try to be better every day. We work for that, and we are truly to our first day, right? The other day I was in we do always a 15 minutes stand up with the team, right? And I read our first, that's
you have it at the Ritz too.
That's a very Marriott thing,
it's
right?
a very Marriott thing, yeah.
Yeah, but it's true.
It helps. It freaking helps.
It sets the tone for the rest of the day.
100%.
Yes.
Yeah,
everybody's informed. Everybody's on the same page. We know what's not.
And we try to do always like a very motivational meeting, right? Because it's important. You are 15 minutes away to be in front of your first guest, right? So you need to be
pumped up and ready.
Yeah. So I read the first TripAdvisor comment of Lima Bistro.
Right? Well, what was it?
And I read the last TripAdvisor of Lima Bistro, and both says pretty much the same.
Nice.
Right? So they were saying like excellent quality of food.
I agree.
Michelin star level restaurant, etc., etc., etc. And the last comment, it was like a copy paste of the first comment. So I was giving to my team that I want them. They know my commitment since day one.
Yeah.
And our commitment 3 days later, right?
Yeah.
So that's how we are.
I love that.
I 100% like we went there. We ate there recently. Actually, you invited us to come have dinner, and this is the first time I go to a restaurant and not be able to finish everything on the table. Usually, like I'm not like
order too much, I guess.
Yeah, he's like you had something to order. Like, yeah, go for it. And bro, I'm like food and then more and then more. And like I'm not a pork eating person, but the
pork was good.
Good.
Everything.
Don't
good.
play it down. It was fucking amazing. Like my mouth's getting watery right now. I remember just cutting it. It's so juicy, and the corn, whatever the fuck corn that was.
Nothing was bad. There was nothing. Not even the cocktails. Like everything
So
was just
good.
the atmosphere,
the service,
everything. It's just
maybe because you were sitting there like, nah, I ain't putting X-ray on.
no,
They'd be like, fuck that, easier. Everybody A game, let's go.
nah.
And that's something. Also, the service is very important, right?
It is, yeah.
Because
I just want to give a shout out. Sally does a great fucking job.
yeah,
The most important.
She's great, and I think the team
In general, like
is
Alvaro in the
very-
kitchen also really good.
Yes, Alvaro.
I see him.
He's my
Ding,
right
ding,
hand.
ding, ding, ding. I'm like, oh, Alvaro's going crazy.
Yeah. But I think sometimes I used to feel I'm a local now, right? I consider myself a local.
100%.
And sometimes I feel that there are places where you don't feel so comfortable dining.
Yeah.
Because they think you are local and
They don't give you the best service anymore.
yes,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I think we don't do that, right? We try to always everybody is the same.
Yeah.
Americans, Brazilians, Dutch people,
It don't matter.
locals, doesn't matter.
I think the vibe that I get from Lima, I've been to Lima twice, and I feel like the vibe that I consistently got from those two times was always like a big family home. It just feels like grandma's house or something like it. You just feel like, hey, the service is not too over pushy either. It's not over like, good afternoon and hi, welcome to Lima. And
Yeah.
it's very laid
It's
back.
not, it's not robot. Like,
It's
Yeah.
you chill, like, hi, welcome. Table for two. Of course, yes, come, sure.
Yeah.
Sit down. You have a bunch of families eating. Everybody's just talking, laughing, mingling, having a great time. Like,
Yeah.
it's very much, you can get dressed up, but you can also just be down to earth. And you can just chill, if you just came for a cocktail even, you can just do that.
Sit at the bar.
And that's what I think I love about
what's the gap? You said you've been there twice. So the first time and the second time, was there a big, like a few months, a year?
It was definitely like months between. I probably like
The
almost
reason
like
why I ask
eight
it
to
goes
9
to show like
months.
a few months later, same with the TripAdvisor thing. Like from day one till now, like it's like the same kind of results.
Yeah, it was like 8 to
It's
9 months
consistency.
difference, I would say, probably.
Yeah.
Nice. I really like. Yeah, I just give props to Sally for two reasons. Number one, she's the one that got me in contact with you to get you on this show.
Nice.
And number two, she's the one that convinced me to go to Lima. And I went there once. I don't remember I went for a birthday, and we just had like just order a few appetizers, so we didn't get to sit down and experience everything.
Like just tapas.
I think it was like Mike or Crystal's birthday. We were like 10, 15 people. Mm-hmm. So it's not the same experience if you go with 4 or whatever. I just made a reservation. I'm going on the 27th. I'll see you there.
Okay.
Taking some friends from the States. I've never been there. But, and then Sally, I remember I was walking outside Augusto, and I was like, hey, Sally, so you know, Azar is better. nah. And Alvaro, no, you have to come back. And like, you have to try. I'm like, nah, you know, I like Azar more, blah, blah, blah. So I would just come one time. And if you don't like it, you don't have to come again. And I went once, and I literally went 5 times. And 2 months after that, I went like fucking 5 times.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
No, it's just.
I mean, they're completely two different
restaurants.
Restaurants, and that was the idea since day one, right?
I'm not a big fish person. Like I'll eat sushi. You know, I'll go to Zay Rovers. But like that's from. I'm not saying you're a seafood restaurant, but like you're very much seafood influenced.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's never my first choice when you go out for eat. Now, whenever you go out to eat, you're literally my top first. Okay, so which one are we gonna go? Azar, Lima, or we're gonna go Yemanja?
I've never been to Azar.
Asia.
Never. You should, man.
I don't think I've been to Azar. Lima I've been to, but not Azar.
Well, far away from home.
Nothing is far. I live in Aruba. Nothing is far in Aruba.
Yeah. Well, we usually have once a month. We have a dinner, like
no filter dinner.
A no filter dinner where we recap the month. What should we do better?
Well, next time.
So I'm gonna take you there.
Okay, we're gonna go to Azar.
Good.
Yeah, Azar is a meat-forward restaurant.
Oh yes, fuck yeah.
Chicken was the reason why we met together with Miguel, my partner, to do Azar, right?
Yeah. So it's you and somebody else?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a partner there, Miguel Moret. He's the one who made it happen with me, you know. And but I love pollo a la brasa, right? And it was pretty hard for me to find pollo a la brasa besides the one from
La Granja.
Yeah, La Granja or Superfood or yeah. And then a friend of mine told me, I have a friend of mine that always talk about pollo a la brasa, man. Why you don't have me together?
Set up a date. Let's go.
Yeah, one day we met, we drink coffee, and we talk about pollo a la brasa all day long.
Hey, you want to meet up for coffee and talk about chicken?
Let's just talk about chicken.
So let's fucking do the pollo a la brasa place. And we were looking for a place, and we saw this place, right?
Yeah.
And I said to Miguel, hey, you know what? This place, when I came to work for Marriott, I said, if one day I go out of Marriott,
I want this
place to become a restaurant. And I saw so many potential in that place.
Where is it?
It's
Ratland.
You know where Ratland used to be?
Oh, that place.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never been. Never been.
It's so nice. The ambience is nice. It's like it's this. You'll get the same vibe from Lima, but it's kind of like going to a different country. Like the setup is different. The lighting is different.
Most of my friends went to the opening event that they had. I think you had like an opening event at that restaurant.
Many events, yes.
Yeah, most of my friends, they went to the opening event and they were like, yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, so yeah, that building is beautiful, and I think we make something very nice there too.
No, you did 100%. 100%.
And then Ever also is a place you should go.
I've got a lot of like requests to go there as well.
Same.
So
and Chef Ever used to work with me at Marriott, right?
Ever?
Yeah. Ever used to be my executive sous chef at Marriott.
Okay.
Stop.
Yeah, and we were always also talking about fine dining and things like that, and I said, Ever, one day we're gonna work together, man.
Yeah.
After I left, right?
Yeah.
When I left Marriott, I invited them to go with me. We went to dine at the Infinity, myself, Ever, and a couple of more chefs from Marriott.
Irvin, right? Yeah.
We went to Infinity, but we were 4 chefs dining from Marriott. Ever was one of them. And then like a year and a half ago, almost 2 years, I said, man, you need to work with me and we need to be partners in this project. And we create Ever restaurant next to Lima. It's like a speakeasy dining experience.
Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah,
very,
never been. Yeah,
very intimate, right? And Chef Ever probably is one of the most talented chefs locally, I guess.
And the thing is, like the cool thing about, again, I've never been, but I've only heard stories and I've seen pictures. But it's like a lot of these restaurants, most of them have one seating, and it's one seating, one experience, and the night's done. Yes. I think Everett has like 2 seatings.
Well, in the beginning, we used to have 2 seatings.
Oh, so you changed it?
Yes, we changed it to 1 seating, and then
you're done. Okay. Yeah. Well, then scratch that part, guys. That's I'm just saying it's kind of cool. Then, like, for example, like, oh, we're already sold out today. Oh, we have seating for the later, or the early.
But you're also exhausting your chef, like.
Yeah, it's very stressful because if you have 2 seatings of the same amount of people,
that's a lot.
The team is done. No?
Yeah.
And probably it's the evolution of the fine dining in the future. We don't know.
Maybe.
But we probably...
You have to either do like very early and probably maybe like two shifts of different chefs or something. I don't know.
But that's also more expensive. You don't want that.
But then they're also doubling up on the amount of people that are coming as well. So
that is true.
Yeah.
So what was it like? I want to talk about the hardships of opening a restaurant. So what was it like? I guess we're backpedaling a little bit. What was it like opening Lima and Azar? Like, it's week one.
And Ever.
And Ever. Like, it's week one. What was some of the struggles you went through? What are some things you learned?
Well, construction part in Aruba is crazy.
That's why I was laughing already. I was like, week one, everything's not ready.
Listen, how long you're taking building your house?
Yeah. To be honest, what month are we in? September. It was supposed to be done in August. Yeah. Imagine. And they told me it'll be done in December.
Not surprised.
And especially when you're dealing with a lot of details and stuff like that, it's pretty hard. But then, hiring people is also the because...
And a talent. Like, you have to find okay, you look good, like, fuck.
Yeah, but also, we like to hire people without experience, really.
Because then you can mold them into...
Yes, we can teach them what we want. We can...
It's true.
I think my staff at Lima, most of them were... zero experience in service.
Nice.
Zero.
That's nice.
And then they go into, they learn, and they limatize.
They learn your way of doing things instead of like, no, but I used to do it this way back in like, it doesn't matter how you used to do it.
I don't care. Delete all of that shit. You learn it this way.
So actually in both restaurants, in the three restaurants, we have pretty young crowd.
100%. Yeah. Even your kitchen staff.
But they're super energetic. They really love what they do. They're passionate about it, and that's why we look into people, right? We don't look people with a lot of experience, but we look people that really passionate about service, and that's what we get. So I think that the parting of hiring people is the most difficult part before opening a restaurant. And then, the transition of opening a restaurant is hectic because in the case of Lima, we opened in June, so it was a pretty low season, right? Sometimes I was sitting with my wife outside of Lima, and we have 8 covers one night, right? And I said to my wife, "Oh my God, we're fucked." Yeah, do we have done the right thing, right? Yeah, because
you start doubting. Like, I mean, it's normal. Like, even I think about this, I'm like,
you do your best, right? That night you do your best. In the morning you get the best products, the fisherman, everything, and then at night only 8 people show up, right? But it was I understand now that it was the beginning.
Yeah.
Right? And in Lima, in Azar, we opened on December 17th. So one day I was saying, like, shut the fucking door.
Yeah. I mean, don't let more people inside, please.
Yeah. I mean, we were packed since day one.
Yeah.
Right?
100%.
So it was a tough opening because I was completely away from Lima for a month, and normally I don't do that thing, and I have to do it because it's my new restaurant opening. I was 1 month on the line every day, and it was packed since day one.
You're in the kitchen or just walking the floor?
I was in the kitchen.
But I feel like Azar, I feel like Azar also opened in a time where we were all kind of like outside. I feel like everybody was in a party mode.
Yeah, I mean...
And that restaurant opened just around that time. And I remember, I think that one, and then there was another restaurant that opened also.
Kaya.
Yes.
Kaya, yeah.
So everybody was like really like, pandemic's over. Like,
people were like,
we were outside.
People are kind of like comparing Kaya and like you guys was like, oh, which one is better? The 2 new restaurants open up on the same time.
That's why I know the name, but I was okay. So that's where it was from. But yeah, it was like a hot season that time. So,
but it was good because people sometimes when you have time to learn, right, a curve, right, a learning curve. Like in Lima, but in Azar, the curve was like,
like you just like learn how to swim, just throw them in the pool. Yeah, just like figure it out. I'm drowning. Figure it out. You're gonna fucking die if you don't figure it out. Fuck me.
So that was. We opened the restaurants in 3 different seasons. If you tell me which season I will open a restaurant,
which was your best,
I would do it Azar again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
the rush.
I like the rush.
Adrenaline.
I mean, I would say like Lima's a little bit more chill, more relaxed downtown. Like
100%.
Azar is like full American, go, you know?
Yes.
No, I like I don't know. I can't say which. I honestly can't say which one is best.
Well, you're missing Ever, so you need to go to Ever and then make the comparison.
But I feel like you enjoy Azar for some reason.
In case you want to send us there. No, again, this whole fucking weekend I'm just working. Yeah. But like, no, I know also my wife Tori also wants to go to Ever. She's mentioned it multiple times because we went to Infinity twice.
Yeah.
I went once with her and I went once with you.
Yeah.
I took you on for
My
your birthday.
And he fall asleep.
Okay, chef, listen. Why do you keep bringing this shit up? Like, do you want to fight? Shit.
He was like, "Oh, that video is amazing, man."
I was
like,
drunk.
I'm like talking, like, yeah, and the person's explaining. So I was like, trying to hang on, like,
Yo.
Yeah, well, I
fucked
discovered
up.
that you don't drink, so
I don't, but like they fucked me over. Like,
You had the
that
wine.
was
You had the
good.
wine, right? Or
I did the wine pairing. You did the cocktails.
cocktails. Yeah.
yeah, that's a tough one, man.
No, that shit was good.
At Ever, do they change the menu like every 2 months, 3 months?
Yeah, every 3 months we try
Fuck.
to change the menu.
Yeah.
So when is like the best shit?
Well, it's hard to say.
That I was about to say.
Yeah, you
like,
don't know
damn.
what the fuck.
Yeah,
What is it right now? What kind of food?
It's Ever invention. I mean, he has a little bit of everything.
Okay,
but
so you never know what you're gonna get.
well, you're gonna have fish for sure, meat for sure,
Yeah.
right? It's a very nice menu.
Experience?
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
There's a question I wanted to ask and I fucking forgot. What's your outside of your restaurants, like what's one restaurant in Aruba that you like? Like, oh, I love going here. Give me you know what? Let me get easier. Give me your top 3 favorite. Like, I like dining here.
Besides Azar, Lima, and Ever.
Yeah, so you can't be fucking biased, all right? Oh, I love Lima and this place called Azar. Like, and then.
No, listen, I really enjoy Olivia.
Yes.
I think
Mediterranean,
it's a very nice ambience. The food
food's
is great.
different, yeah.
Different. It's not that busy, right? Sometimes when you go to a place and it's packed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They sacrifice quantity for quality over
Yeah,
quality.
that's why in our case, we have a number. We say, okay, we don't go over this.
the max.
Yeah, this is the max. I like Olivia. I like Jemanja from Choice.
Their tenderloin kebab with that potato, I don't know, like
roll.
I
Yeah,
love everything about
carpaccio
Sorry, that Cobb salad they used to have also.
yeah.
and Infini, I think, is a staple on the gastronomy in Aruba, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I cannot go to Infini every month because
And like, hey, babe, are you doing groceries?
I don't have a podcast, man. I don't have a podcast.
Quite messy, you messy.
Well, you also have 4 kids, man. So don't blame us.
Yeah. So those are
I like
3 that I
Infini.
would say I like to go. Yeah.
Do you go to just like enjoy dinner, or do you go like?
Yeah, I try to disconnect.
Is it easy for you? Like, can you just like, coño, I wish this was
Outside of my restaurants, it's easy to disconnect. When I'm in my restaurants,
you feel like you're tough on your employees, like, hey.
No, I always try to canalize everything through Sally or Alvaro.
Well, I hope you're paying for their therapy.
No, I think
I'm
I
kidding,
think
I'm
it's
kidding.
important to also, there's
Let
a
them
chance.
handle it.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? That's something important because I feel like if you're always stepping in between like Sally and a server, then the server or whoever is not gonna ever respect Sally with authority.
It's the
same
same
for Alvaro.
So and the same in Azar, we do it through Jose. Jose is the one who handles the operation. We are just
That's a cigar. Always
Yeah.
cigar. Yeah.
we are just behind the scenes. Of course, we have a group of WhatsApps and
Of
course.
we share
I go
our
back way
concerns,
with
but we try to handle everything through our leaders, right?
Let them handle it. Just nice. Which that makes you also hands out. Like, hey guys, I'm having a family trip. Y'all figure it out. Bye.
Yeah.
Well, we
never
we-
happens. So like, hey, I forgot something in the room. Oye, marico, te dije hacer it.
Yeah.
I wanna ask one thing. Like, talk to us a little bit about the decor for Lima. Like, because I noticed when we were there was like a lot of like influences like on the door. You'll see like stars and you have like just this back setup decor and all. Like, where did that idea come
Above the
from?
bars, I have different items. There's books.
Yes.
There's like some other stuff.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much like we were talking. I want the people to feel like at a home, right? Lima is my home, and it has a little bit of us, my family itself there, right? The star is a thing that my mom always says to me. You know what, Teddy? You have a star in your mind, and we were looking into the name of Lima. We found that the Lima logo of the capital of Lima has like a star there. So the Vanesca Henriquez was designing the logo, and she said, "Hey, this star is very nice." And it's Polaris, and it's a star where the how do you say it? The navegantes, the sailors, when they get lost, they look into the
sky for direction
for Polaris. It's the North Star, and you follow the north, and you know where you are, right? And that's why a little bit what I want to feel, that when you reach Lima, you feel at home. And there are certain things there that represents a little bit of Peru, a little bit of my family. There's like Torito de Pucará.
Wait, what's that?
Yeah, it's like
you just threw some word that I've never heard in my life. I'm like, wait, what?
There's two bulls. There's ceramic two bulls that are like in the Andes. When you build your home, you put those bulls on the roof to send away all the bad.
Okay.
Can I borrow it? Like, I'm still building my.
Yeah.
Can y'all hurry up?
So when you go to Peru, into the Andes world, all these houses has these two toritos de Pucará.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
There's el árbol de la vida. There is a retablo ayacuchano. There are many things on the shelf.
There has representations.
Presentations of some trips. I have a teapot, a blue elephant teapot, that I bought in Thailand with my wife in 2009 or so, when I went to live in Singapore.
Yeah.
We went to Thailand. I bought this teapot, and I lost it for 10, 11 years, man.
You found it again?
And I found it for the year I opened Lima. My mother-in-law.
No fucking way.
My mother-in-law found it, and we were like saying, "Hey, where is this teapot? Because it's beautiful. It's a beautiful piece of."
Now, next time, I'm going to look for it. Where the fuck is this teapot?
Yeah.
So she found it 11 years later, and she brought it actually for.
Where was it?
Man, it was in a box, in a container somewhere.
Fucking crazy. Well, you were moving a lot also, so I can totally see that happening. Yeah. Okay, so to you, what is 3 things people need to try when they come to Lima? Ooh. 3 things people need to try when they go to Azar, and 3 things, okay, you can't do Ever, so give me those 2.
I would say Lima ceviche, market ceviche for sure.
Yes.
It's my favorite. It's a nice fresh fish. We do fresh fish only.
The calamari.
It's pretty hard, actually, right? It's pretty hard to do fresh fish in Aruba, but we have a good friend, Ronald Werleman, the best fisherman on earth. He gets us fish.
What do you need?
Almost
I got
every day. Almost every day, man.
I got some good fishermen too, though. Don't play with that.
Yeah. Then the market ceviche is beautiful. Then lomo saltado is a dish that really reminds me my childhood, right? My mom used to cook that on a Friday. You end up at school, lomo saltado was going to be in your table, on the table, right? Or a weekend that lomo saltado was going to be.
That's happening.
And then desserts, I like the creme caramel. It's the best for me.
Which one is the one we had?
But
no,
French
you
toast.
can't have the French toast. I'm sorry. That French toast is on a different level, though.
The French toast is great.
It's popular. It's very popular.
Yeah, but it's because you look at it, you eat like, what the fuck?
No,
like, it's good.
It's really, really good.
But we had the flan as well.
The flan.
Okay, that... When I tried the French toast, like, yo, it's fucking good. And then I tried the flan, like, oh my God. Yeah, it's either on par, but I think the flan for me is a little bit higher.
Nah, I'm sorry.
For me.
It's the French toast for me.
Because
it has the crisp and the condensed milk.
But the flan is a dessert that I can finish, but the French toast is to share.
Yeah.
So
it's also big.
I can eat for myself.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never not shared the French toast.
Azar, I really like the.
Let's see if you.
Let's
see what you say. I want to hear what you have to say.
There are a few things that are super simple in Azar, but I really like the pork chicharron that we have with guava.
I never had it.
What we have with guava, gochujang mayo. It's a very nice dish. I love the chicken, of course.
That's the only reason. That's the main reason you opened it.
Yeah, and I really love the romaine lettuce that we cook on the grill. We put some grapes, bacon,
that's
Parmesan.
Is that the grilled one?
Yeah, and
that's good.
And the miso vinaigrette.
You can't forget the shrimp ajillo.
Shrimp ajillo, man. I know you guys love it, man.
I don't know. Anyways, let's continue.
It's good. And at dessert, I would do creme brulee there also.
Joy's owner of Yemanja. Her and I and my wife and we all went with her to dinner at Azar. I think that was my second time there. She ordered creme brulee. I think that was her first time trying it. She takes a bite, like, fuck. I'm like, what? Is it bad? No, it's better than mine.
He has a mazamorra morada. It's a Peruvian dessert on the bottom. So
it's so good.
That gives
the blueberry and everything in the bottom.
Yeah.
So good, so good.
And Ever, the whole menu is great, man.
Yeah.
You just
it's an experience. It's like
that's different. That's why I was like, okay, never mind Ever, because that's something you have to experience.
We always try to do things that really, not only like me, but also like the guests and the people is in the restaurant, right? Because they need to sell it. No? The waiters need to sell it, because you can cook something, but it could be great for you. But if the waiter don't like it, they're not going
to recommend it.
They will not. Yeah,
I gotta give it to you. Like Lima's service is so fucking fast.
Yeah,
like I would order, the bread comes, like, all right, so I guess the appetizer will be here in like 20 minutes. Whereas like 10 minutes go by, pop.
Everything
like,
just coming out.
How the fuck did you get it so fast?
Whoa, give me a chance.
Yeah.
We're supposed to have a conversation. Wait.
Yeah, we try to pace the dinners as your request too. Right?
Yeah.
There are people that like to eat fast. There are other people that really take their time.
Time, yeah.
So don't be afraid to ask your waiter to go.
No, I don't mind it, dude. I'm here to eat. So if it's there, I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. I don't have to wait.
But it's just a mise en place thing. Yeah. If you mise en place is the way how you organize yourself in the kitchen, and if you are really well organized, food should come pretty fast.
Do you plan on opening a fourth restaurant? Do you have something in mind, a different kind of?
Yes.
Yes.
Like, duh.
Yeah. Is it something you can share?
Not this year, but we have something.
I mean, well, bro, it's almost October. Like this year's almost done. So so focus on the three you have.
I don't want to open in December this year because.
You don't want to?
Next year,
not
December.
this year, but next year probably we will do.
Do you have something in mind that you want to go
we
for?
We do have something in mind, but
I cannot share.
I cannot.
Can you say what kind of food?
Very tasty food.
You sound like a politician.
He's like, nah, that's enough. Like,
once the cameras turn off, you have to say it. I want to know. I'm very curious. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else I can ask, man, because I do want to say, like, whenever I go to, this is what me and my wife do all the time. We almost never order main courses. We always like double down on appetizers. That's why I like Azar. The appetizer there's so much options, and they're all different. Not just gonna be like a salad here. This salad's gonna taste different than this salad, and that chicken's gonna taste different than that chicken. So that sometimes people like I was not embarrassed, but last time we went to Lima, we ordered like 4, 5, maybe 6 appetizers, but because they all came at the same time, bro, the entire table was just covered with meals and just 2 people sitting in the middle. I'm like, people are probably like, look at these fat motherfuckers eating so many food.
I don't give a fuck.
But I think it's more like sometimes the main course. This is just my opinion. I'm like, I could buy a main course, or for that price, I can buy 2 appetizers. That's how I've always seen it. I'm like, I would rather. I'm not feeling only eating steak. I want this and this. So let me just get these 2 different flavors, and I can.
I think they're different ways of eating. In the
restaurant,
right? Sometimes when you go with friends, you just want to share something, grab a cocktail.
It depends on the occasion.
And then, it depends on the occasion.
And the plans that you probably have for after. It's like it's something that you're going home afterwards. Like, I'll get fucking filled all the way up. I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
Like the last time.
Something to do. It's like, okay, can we just share? Y'all good with sharing? Everyone wants to share. Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
So it just works out, but. Some days you're just like, I want to eat. You have yours, I have mine, and we good.
And also depend of the age of the people too.
Yeah,
correct.
Right. Some people are very, especially our tourists. Sometimes they want to have a starter, main dish, and dessert, coffee, and go home. Right.
That sounds very European with the coffee at the end. Like,
a lot of people love their
espresso.
Yeah, espresso.
Espresso.
I'm a tea girl. I asked for tea, mint tea after, but
I have a great selection of tea too.
Now I have to go back.
Now I definitely have to go back to get tea.
Just for the tea.
I love tea. I'm British.
Nah, man, I gotta give props. The food you guys serve is amazing. The cocktails are super amazing.
Thank you.
What's your go-to food that you always like to cook, or you can always? I can eat this all the time. Only one kind, like.
You mean like a dish or?
Well, let's say type of food. Because then it gives you more, If I say dish, what do you eat? Soup every day?
I would say Asian food, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can eat Asian food. I used to live in Singapore, man, and I remember once I took my wife and my son. My son was 10 years old. Yeah, 10 years old, I guess. I said to my wife, there's a Thai restaurant here that is ranked the best in Singapore. So my wife said, okay, let's go. Right?
Seems like your wife is so very easy. You want to go jump off a cliff?
Down.
Skydiving? Okay, vamos.
Man, we started walking because Singapore has these food halls and, and we started walking into a place that was like an underground place, and
oh shit,
everything started to get dark. It was like a little bit
sketchy. Like,
sketchy,
what are we doing?
Yeah. And when we reached the place, man, the place was so filthy, but but it was the best Thai food I ever in my life. Even sometimes probably better than the one that I got in Thailand.
No way.
And it was a really small restaurant. Man,
it's a good thing you look at the kitchen. The guy just like sweating all over the place, falling in there.
But they make the best food. I'm sorry. It's the gross looking people sometimes.
Man, it wasn't like this salad that has like a Thai basil, cilantro, chicken skins, mango, like a sweet and spicy chili sauce. Man, it was beautiful.
That didn't even sound
chicken
like a salad
skin,
no more. That didn't even sound healthy. Like,
man, the chicken skins were like just
were they crispy? Oh,
yeah, they were crispy, but when you put it in your mouth, it starts smell. Oh man, it's beautiful. It was beautiful.
That's like krupuk and stuff like that. They like,
yeah, krupuk,
krupuks.
Yeah, basically, like,
yeah, it was beautiful.
Ooh,
yeah. So, I think Asian food has so many roots and layers, and it's beautiful.
You can experiment a lot with it.
Yeah,
and they make so many like healthy stuff tasty. I feel like they just do tofu, or I feel like they eat light. The restaurants here, they cook heavy shit for us to buy,
with French
but
fries.
They don't eat that. Like, they will eat like the healthy stuff. You see them with their rice and their soup, and I don't know. To me, watching Asians, like, sometimes like, okay, I want Chinese food, like the Chinese food.
God,
like y'all's
just
food.
literally, you guys talking about keep mentioning Chinese food, and I'm thinking about yang yang bar beef cut small with fried rice right now. That's all in my mind. I'm like,
but the don't is French fries.
It's what?
French fries. Don't add French fries to your.
What's your issue with French fries?
You don't like French fries?
On the Chinese food, man, it's the worst thing ever.
Tell me why, because I'm about to do it. It's
in our culture. We just do
it.
Yeah, that's something that is really disappointed, but it's the worst, man.
It's like how you make it Aruba. Like,
in my mind, just to piss them off one day.
French fries is for the burgers or sandwich or a chicken.
Yeah,
but who said that?
I don't know. It's
who puts chicken skin in a salad? Some Thai guy in Singapore.
You know what I mean? Like, welcome to Aruba,
but
baby.
Listen, Chinese food with French fries, not even. Only here in Aruba. It's the only place in the world, probably.
Well, that's why. Welcome.
Probably.
We want to be unique,
Welcome to Aruba.
I'm gonna go to this restaurant, just bring like a French fries in the bag, get a little more saltado, and just dump it in it. Hey, this is really good. Isn't you on the menu?
He's gonna flip out.
They're not even crispy, man. They're not even crispy, man. They're like
soggy, just like
soggy. Oh man.
You have French fries at your restaurant?
We used to.
Where did you take?
Really? We have it some type of kids order.
Yeah. Some chicken tenders.
Well, we don't do chicken tenders.
What is this thing with chicken tenders?
I love chicken, honey mustard. Bro, I'm going to the States next week. The first, literally, we land at night, and between the airport and where we have to be, I know halfway through is a fucking Chipotle. And I go there every single time we go see my in-laws. They know, Chipotle, like, why are you even asking? Just let's go.
Just stop there.
It's just good, man. Charge me all you want. You go fuck.
Yeah, we don't have
Chipotle's kind of overrated. Peter, go crazy.
We don't have a kids menu. We just adjust
smaller
our
portions
menu to do something nice for the kids, right?
Yeah.
We do probably a fish on the grill with some mashed potato or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Easy stuff.
But tasty, right? Because if you go to a place, my kid only eat pasta. Well, yeah.
What's the one?
Your kid needs to upgrade, baby.
What's the one thing that you like when people request? Like, can you? PTSD.
Everything that's not on the menu.
What's the most
I told you already, mashed potato with gravy.
Really?
Yeah, man. I said
Do you hate gravy or you hate mashed potatoes?
I hate mashed potato and gravy.
Why?
This makes me want to bring you to the restaurant. Like, hey, bro, have you tried this?
Bro, it's not on my culture, right? But
yeah. Go to KFC, just get one. Like, yo.
Yeah, but we still. Yeah. You can. This is a knife in my heart.
Is it that bad?
Yeah, man, it's bad. It's bad.
Okay.
I love mashed potato.
Yeah.
But a very well done mashed potato.
Yeah. Well, now I'm gonna have to go try your mashed potato. I never had it.
Yeah, we have a really.
And you don't have gravy.
We don't. Don't even.
And you won't have gravy.
Don't have gravy?
Like, and
you
I
know what
won't
you
have
have? The
gravy.
front door. Get the fuck out.
Don't even ask.
Yeah, have you ever kicked anybody out of your restaurant?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I feel like I had to think. I have one time, but I don't want to talk about it.
No, we are very hospitable
Yeah.
people. So
What do you think would be your limit to doing stuff like something like that? What would cause you to say, hey, you know what, this is too far, not this?
I think once we have something happen, and they were like really bad with my team, right? So I asked them to leave the restaurant because, my team is my family. So
I respect that.
Yeah.
I will.
I respect
100%.
that 100%.
And that
you can
also
be my customer and you can pay whatever amount of dollar you want, but if you start messing with my team,
you're out.
you're out.
Because at the end of the day, if by standing,
And I will tell you, what happened.
yes, go. I thought you were
Probably
going to say
if
it.
that people see the podcast.
No, we're not that famous. Don't worry about it. That's the story.
And if they see you should treat people nicer.
Let's just pretend they're. Let's hope they're Americans.
Yeah, well, they were starting doing a scene, no? The girl, like, our service recognized one of the customers, and he said, "Well, welcome back," you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
And the girl says, "Well, you been here before," and the guy, "No, I never been here," but she said, "Welcome back."
Oh shit.
I would say, "Wow, why you have to say welcome back? Who he was here before?"
He was talking to a server.
Yeah. And my server said, "Well, I cannot say nothing."
I want to say something, but I feel like I'm going to get a lot of hate, so I'm not going to say it.
And then the lady called me. Well, su cachetada al señor.
The girl, oh, god damn.
And then she called me, right? Call the owner. So I went out and she said, "You need to fire this lady. She's saying that." I said, "Ma'am, I really apologize, but you will not treat my team without respect, so please leave the restaurant. I mean, you're already having your drink. Please end up your drink and leave." Right? She was not doing nothing wrong. My people.
Absolutely
right?
not.
We were trying just to be
hospital. Like, bro, you're saying welcome back. That you acknowledge, like, oh my god, you remember me. It's restaurant,
and that's what we do. I mean, if you want to do your shady things, don't do it in a restaurant. Then, do it somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
So I think that was the only opportunity that I asked someone to leave the restaurant.
Damn. Like you said, don't do your shady shit there. Go get some beef kutsmo and fried rice.
We weren't allowed to tell all guests welcome back. Like it had to be like a return guest that you know them.
Yeah.
And like they came with the same person.
If I show you my reservations platform, there's people that basically me 65 times, 127 times.
Damn.
40
making
times.
me feel bad. I'm not enough. I'm like,
you're not
I've been like 7 times. Oh, that's it. I'm like, the fuck?
Local people that visit us 65 times, 40 times.
Yeah,
so
I wonder what it's like to be rich.
Can you imagine if you go to a place and people don't recognize you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You are an important part of their income, right?
You're part of the house.
Yeah.
Yes. That's something. It's like grandma's house.
Yeah.
That's Lima's vibe.
And you know what? It's like Lima. Like the vibe there is so like I don't want to say low key, but it's busy, but it's relaxing at the same time.
Home. It's like a big family house.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I'm sitting here. You're eating, like I'm hearing all those conversations. Like, God, who slept with who? It's like, I fucking knew it.
I grew up around a big family, so that's how I know that feeling. Everybody's like, okay, you get your food, you take your plate, and you just eat with your cousins that you like, or something like that. It's like, okay, we're here, the kids are over there, the older people are over on that side, and that's just the vibe. It's like, okay, you're having a conversation like that. That's the vibe I get from it. It's just you're there and you're just like in grandma's house. And it's like, okay, they over there, and I love it.
Nice. Yeah.
I enjoy it.
All right, guys, we're gonna end it right here.
Nice.
I want to say, Daddy, thank you for coming on the show.
We have, I think we talk more than the other day.
Yeah.
I told you we would.
Yeah. Right. Nah, it's thank you for coming. I know you're a busy guy and you're probably going to go right now to the restaurant.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. No, but thank you for coming. I'm looking forward to the 4th restaurant you're going to open. I don't know when that's going to happen.
December 2025.
Yeah. I'm looking forward for the concept. Let us know. We'll come do a episode inside the restaurant before it opens.
Nice.
The day before.
Could be an option. But thank you guys for the invitation. I really love what you guys do, and well, you guys are welcome to Lima, Azar, or Ever anytime. Also for your audience, visit us anytime. We love to have you there and enjoy good food.
Thank you, and thank you for inviting us last week.
100%.
No, I think it was important.
It was so good.
To
you understand?
It was important to we saw each other probably on the street.
Yeah,
we met a couple of times in the gym.
Yeah,
that I don't go anymore.
Too busy running restaurants.
But we probably need half the time to sit down and know a little bit more about us. So
100%.
Really, thank you for the invitation.
Awesome, man. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, and make sure you go try some of Teddy's restaurants. You won't fucking regret it. Take your date there. Take a girl there. I don't care, but you'll have a good... Not shady shit.
Private date.
Not your side chick, your main chick. All right? All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Peace. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Awesome.